Hey guys, Vesper here. So in this video we're going to talk about a new type of option select in Mortal Kombat X that involves enhanced special attacks or EX special moves. And if you don't know what option select means, don't worry, I'm going to explain everything. This was recently discovered by, I believe, Ultra David, and I'll be sure to give a link to his original video in my description below. With that being said, everything in this video I did not discover on my own. This is just me spreading the information to you guys. Alright, so there's two parts of this option select, so let me begin with the first part. If you cancel any attack into your special move using 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, it'll become the enhanced version of your special attack. And by 1, 2, and 3, I mean for PlayStation 4 users, that'd be triangle, X, and square at the same time. For Xbox users, here's my Xbox controller. It would be X, Y, and A at the same time. And for PC users, I have no idea. It'd be every button except for the back kick button. Anyways, let me show an example. Let's take Kano's Kano Ball, which is back, forward, and X, okay? Alright, so let's do the Kano Ball, back, forward, X. Kano Ball comes out, nothing out of the ordinary, everything that happened should have happened. Now let's try it again using 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. Once again, that's square, triangle, and X at the same time. Back, forward, 1, 2, 3, the ball comes out, once again, nothing out of the ordinary. Now let's try it again after canceling from an attack. So in this case, I'm going to use triangle. And we're going to go back, forward, 1, 2, 3 at the same time. Surprise, motherfucker! All of a sudden the enhanced move comes out for no reason. But wait a second. Aren't enhanced moves supposed to be used with just block? So it should be back, forward, X, and block at the same time. But for some reason, when you use 1, 2, and 3 and you cancel from attack, the enhanced version comes out. So let me show another example. Kano's blade throw is quarter circle forward and triangle, or just down forward triangle, and his choke is also down forward and square. So they're both the same motion, but they're both different buttons. However, they're one of the buttons from the 3 that we're pressing. So which one comes out? In this example, I'll use down and circle, and we'll cancel from that. 1 second here. We get the EX version, or the enhanced version of his blade throw. It's actually pretty hard to do on pad. There we go. And we notice that it comes out every time. It'll always choose the blade throw. And if I just whiff it, if I don't cancel from an attack, it's never the enhanced. It's always the normal version of the special move. Which now leads us to the second part of this option select. And that is that it'll actually not work on certain blocked attacks. So let me explain this. Let's go back to my previous example, and when I use triangle into the Kano Ball using 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. It's actually a little hard to do on pad because you gotta hit 3 buttons at the same time, so it'll be a lot easier to do on joystick. But I'm just showing you guys crystal clear here that it's coming out on hit. Now let's set the dummy to block. Block always. Now let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not coming out. So this means that it'll only come out when I need it to come out. Because if they were blocking, because you don't know if this is going to hit or not when you're playing someone online, right? Let's say I did it normally. So triangle, back, forward, into X, and block at the same time. So the way you're supposed to do it. Let me scramble the inputs here. That's pretty damn unsafe, man. So, like, let me check the frame data here. Kano Ball EX is -14, okay? But if I do it the way I was doing it before with 1, 2, 3, it's not gonna come out if he blocks it. I'm completely safe, and there's just no risk to it, making this an option select. Now, there's a couple wacky things about this. First off, it only works on certain blocked attacks, like I said before. So we know that it works for sure on triangle, okay? Let's try a different button. Let's try X, okay? Just kick. It comes out. So it doesn't work with X, which is messed up. Another thing is that why does an enhanced move come out for 1, 2, and 3 in the first place? It doesn't make any sense either. Like, the game only tells us one way, and that's using block, which in this case is R2 for PlayStation 4. The word on the street is that there was some type of input shortcut for joystick users that was put into the old version of this game and they didn't take it out. It's still there. Well, a part of it at least. So you guys are gonna have to play around with a bunch of characters here and see which attacks for your character works with whatever enhanced move that you're using. I'll show you guys a couple more examples though. Before I switch characters, one thing I should mention to you guys is that it's also going to depend on the variation of your character. So it might not work for certain variations because your move list is going to change, and thus it's going to be doing different enhanced moves. So keep that in mind. Alright, so let's use Sub-Zero as an example now. Let's do core circle back 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. We see we get Sub-Zero's Ice Blast. Now let's cancel into it using triangle. Get the EX version of the Ice Blast. Alright, so let's see what happens if the opponent blocks it. We do not want it to come out when he blocks it. So I'm going to use triangle again. It still comes out. Now, we don't want this. We want this to be an option select. Let's say, hypothetically, if this move was super safe, okay? It's still a waste of meter. We're still spending 1 meter and we don't know if it's going to hit or not. So it's inefficient either way. We want to find a way that this will not come out when the opponent blocks, and it will come out when it hits. So let's try something different now. So this time, instead of just canceling from one attack, let's try canceling from a combo now. So for this example, let's use forward circle and the triangle. And this is Sub-Zero's simple 2-hit combo. And once again guys, we're going to cancel this combo into core circle back 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. So let's see what happens. Interesting. We got Ice Clone. Now this is different from Kano because with Kano, when the opponent blocked, nothing came out at all. But for Sub-Zero, we get Ice Clone instead of Ice Blast. And Ice Clone is actually pretty damn safe. So what happens now when the opponent doesn't block? So we're going to do the same combo, forward circle and the triangle. Now we get the Ice Blast on hit. So we discovered another option select. Ice Blast on hit, Ice Clone on block. Now, I'm not a Sub-Zero player, but I know that Sub-Zero players would love to use this for corner pressure and things like that. So once again, this is different from Kano. Like I said, some characters are getting alternate special moves rather than just nothing coming out at all, but it's still an option select. So when you guys are experimenting with this, make sure you guys are trying different variations for your character, as well as using combo attacks rather than just single attacks, because we're seeing that there's different outcomes for everything on block and hit. Let's move on to Scorpion now. So I was messing around with Scorpion for a bit, an Inferno variation by the way, trying to figure out option select with him using this method. And one second, let me switch the dummy to always guard, which is how you guys should be testing this by the way. And one really popular string with Scorpion players is triangle square. Okay? Really simple 2-hit combo. So I tried canceling this in the core circle back 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. So watch what happens. I get the EX teleport, which is hella unsafe by the way. This is like minus 40 something. This is, I do not want this, okay? But then again, I tried it again, doing it super fast, the triangle and square part, just turbo. So watch what happens. Now I'm getting the demon for some reason. This is crazy, and this is still unsafe. There's a gap in between the string, but it's like, I feel like I can get away with this, you know what I mean? It's like better than nothing. So I tried it again with the dummy not blocking. And now the EX teleport comes out. So this is something I can use. It's not the best, it's definitely not as good as the other examples I've shown you guys, but there's something. And it just lets you know that you want to test out different attacks, different combos, and different speeds as well when you're doing this. Now another thing I should show you guys, which is just really weird, is when you do a jump attack into 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, it'll do this, so watch. I get the EX teleport. Now, when I did a jump attack, I didn't do a motion or anything. I literally just did jump and kick, and then I pressed 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. So I'll show you guys again. And this works with a bunch of characters, man. Anyone with like an air special move, it'll work with pretty much. I can use any button too, like punch. It just I don't know, man. It's messed up. Let me show you guys one more example. So we know with Scorpion, his EX teleport, man, I can land big damage off of that move, but he's not the only character. With Katana, you can do a lot of serious damage too. So with Katana, you can use her combo back 1 into 4, which is back square into circle. And then you can cancel that into a core circle forward, 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. And that is right when she lands the kick. So the EX fan is coming out. And once again, I'm doing this right when her second kick hits the opponent. Now, let's set it to guard just to prove to you guys it's an option select. It only comes out when I need it to come out. I'm not wasting meter, I'm not making myself unsafe, things like that. See, it's not coming out. It only comes out on hit. Okay? So let me show you guys an example of a combo you can do from this. So I just want to show you guys an example, and let me know what you guys' results are when you guys are experimenting with your favorite characters, because this is really interesting. Also, if people do not like this, the idea of option selects in Mortal Kombat, it's really important to spread this information and let everybody know so that they fix it as soon as possible. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Hope you guys learned something. Till next time.